win, go win, go win, go win, go win, man, go win.
Let's go to the NFL and let's talk about this top 10 quarterback list that I've been dying to talk about and discuss as NFL executive coaches and scouts. They came out with their top 10 quarterback rankings heading into the 2026 NFL season. And here are their top 10 quarterbacks. Coming in at number 10 is Caleb Williams. 9, Jared Goff. 8, Drake May. 7, Justin Herbert. 6, Dak Prescott. 5, Lamar Jackson. 4, Joe Burrow. 3, Matthew Stafford. 2, Patrick Mahomes. And number 1, Josh Allen. So those are the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL, according to executive scouts and coaches heading into the 2026 NFL season. So my number one issue with this top 10 quarterback list is how the hell do you have Matthew Stafford, who's fresh off of an NFL MVP, ranked as the 3rd best quarterback in the NFL, and you have Josh Allen as the best quarterback in the NFL? That makes absolutely no sense. Let's look at Matthew Stafford and the type of season that he had last year. Last season, Matthew Stafford, 46 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 4,707 passing yards. He completed 65% of his passes. He also led the LA Rams to the NFC title game, and he won NFL MVP. And to me, last year, Stafford was the best quarterback when it comes to just pure pocket passer. There was no better quarterback in 2025 than Matthew Stafford. Nobody else. Nobody else threw from the pocket last season the way that Stafford threw the football from the pocket. He won the NFL MVP award, for crying out loud. So how the hell is Josh Allen ranked above Matthew Stafford? Stafford had a better season in 2025 than Josh Allen had. And the thing is, when it comes to Josh Allen, I know how great of a quarterback and how great of a player Josh Allen is, okay? Since Josh Allen has been the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills have been contenders in the AFC and in the AFC East. Since he's been their quarterback, they've been contenders. Josh Allen also has won an NFL MVP award as well. And Josh Allen probably has been the most consistent when it comes to the 5 best quarterbacks. I'm talking about Mahomes, Jackson, Burrow, Stafford, and Josh Allen himself. Josh Allen's probably been the most consistent after Patrick Mahomes. But when I look at Josh Allen, you got to look at his playoff performance last season when the Buffalo Bills rolled into Denver in the divisional round playoff matchup. And Bo Nix, who's not a top 10 quarterback in my eyes, Bo Nix outplayed Josh Allen in primetime in that Broncos playoff win in the divisional round of the playoffs last year between the Bills and the Broncos. Bo Nix outplayed Josh Allen. And what's crazy is last season in the AFC, heading into the playoffs, there was no Patrick Mahomes, there was no Lamar Jackson, there was no Joe Burrow that Josh Allen had to worry about. Josh Allen was the clear-cut best quarterback in the AFC playoffs last year. And he allowed Bo Nix to outplay him in the divisional round playoff loss. And the thing is, I say it all the time when it comes to quarterbacks. It's not always about whether or not you won or lost the game. It's how you performed. Last year in that playoff game, Josh Allen had multiple turnovers in that playoff loss to the Broncos. He had multiple turnovers in that game. Multiple. And Bo Nix significantly outplayed Josh Allen. So how the hell could you rank Josh Allen above Matthew Stafford when Matthew Stafford led his Rams team to the conference championship and went toe-to-toe with Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold played great in that game, but the Rams didn't lose that game because of Matthew Stafford. Hell, the reason why they were even in that game was because of the greatness of Matthew Stafford. But the Bills, they lost their playoff game against the Broncos. They lost that game because of Josh Allen. So I just don't understand how you can rank Josh Allen as the number one quarterback heading into the 2026 NFL season. It just makes no sense to me overall. Now, my other issue that I had with the top 10 lists is, where the hell is Jordan Love? How is Jordan Love not a top 10 quarterback in the NFL? I'm looking at a Jordan Love. Last season, Jordan Love, he had 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 3,381 passing yards, completing 66% of his passes, right? But when you look at Jordan Love, I'm looking at the players that they have ranked above Jordan Love, okay? Dak Prescott at number 6, Justin Herbert at number 7, Drake May at number 8, Jared Goff at number 9, and Caleb Williams at number 10. Jordan Love right now, he is a better player at the quarterback position than Dak Prescott, than Justin Herbert, than Drake May, than Jared Goff, and Caleb Williams. All 5 of these quarterbacks that they have ranked 6 through 10, Jordan Love is a better quarterback than. Well, Trey, how is Jordan Love better than these quarterbacks? Let's talk about it. A few years ago, I saw Jordan Love roll into Dallas, and Jordan Love hung 48 on Dak's head, and Jordan Love significantly outplayed Dak Prescott in that Packers-Cowboys playoff game, and the Packers dominated the Cowboys start to finish because of Jordan Love. Also, Dak Prescott hasn't been back to the playoffs since Jordan Love beat him a few years ago in the playoffs. And Jordan Love's been in the playoffs each of his 3 seasons as starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. Let's go to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is 0-3 in the postseason. And when you look at those games and watch Justin Herbert and his performances in those Chargers playoff games, the Chargers, they lose playoff games because of Justin Herbert. Okay? Last year, in the Packers playoff loss against the Bears, there is no way in hell you can convince me that the Packers lost that playoff game because of Jordan Love. I believe the Bears beat the Packers 31-27 in that playoff game. And Jordan Love outplayed Caleb Williams in that game. I was going to get to Caleb in a minute, but I couldn't help myself. Damn it, the Bears are arch rivals. I couldn't help myself but talk about Caleb Williams because Jordan Love, in every metric from a stat standpoint, was better than Caleb Williams was last year. And Jordan Love outplayed Caleb Williams despite despite the Bears beating the Packers in that playoff game last year. That's why I say I don't have a problem with wins and losses being a quarterback stat, but you have to actually watch the games. And there is nobody who actually has a high football IQ who watched that Packers-Bears playoff game that can convince me that Caleb Williams outplayed Jordan Love, because that's simply not the case. Yes, Caleb and the Bears beat Jordan Love and the Packers, but Jordan Love outplayed Caleb in that game. In that playoff game, Jordan Love, I believe he went 24 for 46, 323 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and played absolutely sensational at the quarterback position for the Green Bay Packers. But the Packers lost that game. So I also believe Jordan Love's a better quarterback than Caleb. I mentioned Dak earlier. Jordan Love smoked Dak in the playoffs 3 years ago. Okay, let's go to Drake May. Drake May had a terrific sophomore season at the quarterback position for the New England Patriots. But if you look at Drake May and his regular season numbers compared to his playoff numbers, there was a significant dip, and his production wasn't as high in the postseason as it was in the regular season. And also, the Patriots had the easiest schedule since like the 1999 LA Rams. So I thought Drake May had a terrific sophomore season leading the Patriots to the Super Bowl, but Jordan Love's a more proven quarterback than Drake May is. I mentioned Herbert earlier, right? Herbert, in his playoff performances, he's awful. He's awful. And I believe over the last 2 seasons, Jordan Love's been a better quarterback at the position than Justin Herbert has been. Now, I know Justin Herbert had a great first 3 years of his career, but over the last 3 seasons, from a stat standpoint, Herbert's numbers have dropped a little bit. And I believe even though Jordan Love is 1-3 in the playoffs, Jordan Love is a better playoff performer than Justin Herbert is. Let's go to Jared Goff. Now, he's the one player who I don't mind being in the top 10 quarterback rankings, but I still would take Jordan Love slightly over Jared Goff because I believe Jordan Love is more mobile than Jared Goff is. Last season, Jordan Love swept Jared Goff in their 2 head-to-head matchups, okay? So I do like Jared Goff, and I believe you can win with Jared Goff at the quarterback position, but I'm taking Jordan Love over Jared Goff simply because of his mobility. And the last 2 times I saw Jordan Love against Jared Goff, Jordan Love outplayed Jared Goff. So those 5 quarterbacks that they have 6 through 10, I believe Jordan Love is an overall better quarterback. Okay? So I want to also talk about my top 10 quarterback lists, right? And this is no specific order. Well, I'll do it in order. Here's my top 10 quarterbacks right now heading into the 2026 NFL season. I'm going to talk about the players that I actually will replace on the list, right? I'm going to replace and take out Justin Herbert, Drake May, and Caleb Williams. I'm replacing Justin Herbert, Drake May, and Caleb Williams with Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, and Brock Purdy. Now, let me give y'all my top 10 list, okay? Let me say this again. I am taking out, this is the NFL executive coaches and scouts. They had their top 10 quarterback lists, okay? Josh Allen, number 1, Mahomes, 2, Stafford, 3, Burrow, 4, Lamar, 5, Dak Prescott, 6, Justin Herbert, 7, Drake May, 8, Jared Goff, 9, and Caleb Williams, 10, right? I am removing Justin Herbert, Drake May, and Caleb Williams So I don't have an issue with Dak Prescott or Jared Goff being on a top 10 list. And I am removing those three for Jordan Love, Baker Mayfield, and Brock Purdy. So here's my top 10 quarterbacks heading into the 2026 NFL season. Number 1, Matthew Stafford. Number 2, and I struggled with this one. I went back and forth. I'm going to say Josh Allen, only because Patrick Mahomes got injured last year. Because I have a hard time ranking Josh Allen above Patrick Mahomes when Josh Allen never beats Patrick Mahomes in the postseason. I struggle with that. But considering we don't know the caliber of player Patrick Mahomes will be fresh off of an ACL injury, and like the last 2 seasons, Mahomes has kind of struggled. But we know how great Patrick Mahomes can be, and we've seen him win at the highest level. But I'll give Josh Allen a slight edge over Patrick Mahomes. So I got Stafford 1, Josh Allen 2. Number 3, Patrick Mahomes. I can't rank Lamar or Burrow over Mahomes yet because neither Lamar or Burrow have won a Super Bowl. And I do believe Josh Allen has played at a higher level than Joe Burrow has consistently. And Josh Allen is not as injury prone as Joe Burrow is. And I'm only talking about this because I think Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow, all three, you can make a legitimate argument for all three of those players being right behind Patrick Mahomes, right? But I'm going to roll with Lamar at 4, Burrow at 5, Jordan Love 6, Jared Goff at 7, Dak Prescott 8, Baker Mayfield 9, and Brock Purdy at number 10. So here's my list again. Matthew Stafford number 1, Josh Allen number 2, Patrick Mahomes number 3, Lamar Jackson number 4, Joe Burrow number 5, Jordan Love number 6, Jared Goff at number 7, Dak Prescott number 8, Baker Mayfield number 9, and Brock Purdy at number 10. Those are my top 10 quarterbacks heading into the 2026 NFL season. But for me, it's just, when I look at, I think Stafford had the best season in 2025. That's why I'm ranking him as the best quarterback in the NFL. But when it comes to Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, and Jackson, Mahomes, he's won multiple Super Bowls. He has multiple MVPs on his resume. So obviously you give Mahomes the edge over Allen, Lamar, and Burrow. But when it comes to Allen, Lamar, and Burrow, there's a legitimate argument for all three quarterbacks to be considered right behind Mahomes. Like Burrow's argument is the Bengals and Joe Burrow, they beat Mahomes, and Burrow has a Super Bowl appearance on his resume, something Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson do not have, right? Lamar's argument is Lamar is a 2-time NFL MVP, so he's got 2 NFL MVPs on his resume. So Lamar's argument is he has the accomplishments / accolades. And to me, Josh Allen's argument is I think Josh Allen has had to do more with less. Like Lamar has Derrick Henry. Joe Burrow has Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Last year, Josh Allen, besides James Cook, who was significant on that Bills offense? Who? So I think Josh Allen does more with less in some type of way than Lamar and Joe. But Joe Burrow, his weapons are great, and Chase and Higgins. So that's how I look at it. But, man, it's a great topic, man. But, again, I think my biggest issues with this top 10 list with the executive coaches and scouts is why in the hell was Matthew Stafford not number 1? And why is Jordan Love not a top 10 quarterback? I think Jordan Love is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, Drake May, Jared Goff, and Caleb Williams. But those are my thoughts on the top 10 list by executive coaches and scouts. Talk about that more on shows to come.